Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have a heartfelt story for you, a story about promises, love, and the power of waiting. So stay with me till the end. Story begins, in the center of a small town called Brookhaven. There was an old park. It wasn't a famous park, no tourists, no grand monuments, just winding paths, tall trees, and memories quietly buried beneath fallen leaves. Children laughed there every afternoon, couples walked hand in hand during golden sunsets, old men sat with bags of breadcrumbs, feeding pigeons and memories. But near the biggest oak tree, older than most houses in Brookhaven, stood a wooden bench. Time had cracked its paint, rain had softened its edges, yet it remained strong, and on that bench, every single evening at 5:30 p.m., sat the same man. His name was Ethan Cole. For 20 years, he never missed a day, not in rain, not in heat, not even when his legs trembled with age. The man everyone noticed. Ethan was a quiet man. He didn't talk much, he didn't smile often, but his presence felt heavy. Every winter, he wore the same brown coat, faded at the sleeves. Every summer, he carried a folded handkerchief in his pocket. People passed him every day, some nodded politely, some avoided eye contact. Most never asked his name. Children made up stories about him. He's a wizard, one boy whispered. No, he's waiting for treasure, said another. Old men had their own theories. He's waiting for death, he's counting his last days. But none of them were right. Ethan wasn't waiting for magic, he wasn't waiting for death, he was waiting for a promise. 20 years ago, 20 years earlier, Ethan was a very different man. He was young, ambitious, always in a hurry. He believed life was something to chase, not something to protect. That's when he met Lily. Lily laughed easily, she listened deeply, she believed that love meant choosing someone every day. They met in that same park, they talked for hours on that same bench. Lily believed in forever, Ethan believed in someday, and sometimes, someday is the most dangerous word of all. The promise under the oak tree. One evening, as the sun dipped low and shadows stretched across the park, Lily turned serious. Her voice trembled, but her eyes were steady. If you really love me, she said, meet me here tomorrow. Same time. Same bench. Ethan laughed softly and brushed it away like a small thing. Of course, he said, why wouldn't I? Lily smiled, but something in her expression said she needed more than words. Ethan didn't notice. He never did. The day he didn't show up. The next morning, Ethan's phone rang. A job offer. A big city, a bigger future. Everything he had dreamed of. I'll meet her later, he told himself. One day won't matter, but that day mattered. Lily arrived at the bench early. 5:30 p.m. 6 p.m. 7 p.m. She watched the sun disappear. She watched the lights turn on. She watched hope slowly fade. He never came. That evening, Lily learned a painful truth. Some people don't break promises loudly, they break them quietly, by choosing something else. The letter S.H. She left. Weeks later, Ethan returned. The apartment was empty. The park felt colder. In his mailbox, a single letter waited. I waited. You chose tomorrow, I chose myself. No anger. No drama, just truth. That night, Ethan sat on the bench alone for the first time, and for the first time in his life, success felt empty. The wait begins. The next day, he came back, at 5:30 p.m. At first, it was hope, then regret, then guilt. Days turned into months, months into years. People changed, the town changed, but Ethan stayed. Wrinkles formed, hair turned gray, but the promise remained alive. The little girl, one afternoon, a little girl climbed onto the bench beside him. Mister, she asked, why do you sit here every day? Ethan thought for a moment. I'm keeping a promise I once broke. She frowned. You can't fix broken things. Ethan smiled sadly. Sometimes you don't fix them, you remember them. Her mother overheard. She understood. Tears filled her eyes as she gently pulled her daughter away. The rainy evening. One evening, rain poured heavily. The park was empty, except Ethan. His coat soaked, his hands shaking. Then he noticed her, a woman standing beneath an umbrella, older, calmer, Familiar, it was Lily. The meeting. She walked closer. "You're late," Ethan whispered, voice breaking. Lily smiled softly. "So are you." They sat. No anger. No blame. Just time. "I didn't come for you," Lily said finally. "I came to forgive you." Ethan nodded. "That's more than I deserve." She stood. "I just needed to know that some promises stay alive, even if love doesn't." She walked away. This time, Ethan didn't stop her. The bench today, the bench is empty, but the story remains, a reminder that some moments ask for action, not tomorrow. If someone is waiting for you today, don't make them wait for 20 years.